don't let it go there, but there are a lot of
CP squared has 51 minus degrees of freedom. Make me
On the way home, I got hungry and I ate it. We're Americans, and we only like competition, okay? I'm eating, and I'm reading a book, and this waitress comes up.
Disclaimer: the views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the speakers, commentators, experts, and/or hosts. They do not explicitly or necessarily reflect nor represent the channel's policy or the views held by this channel or broadcaster. The broadcaster or its channel cannot be held accountable for all or any views expressed during this program.
It's just like Killer Cop 4, but she's got Hema instead of fry cook balls. I need you, Action Bastard! Action Bastard, I need you! Action Bastard, I need you! Why am I wasting time dancing?
You want to know why? Because the world is fucking flat, dog. And everything that you see up there, as far as like planets or stars, yeah, guess what, dude? It's fucking fake. It's just lights up there. The government put those lights up there so you dummies could just act like there's something up there.
Wait a second, are you a flat earther?
Call a crackhead.
You're stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're stupid. Alright, folks, welcome to another Slim Stream with the Stream Pervs. And we're doing murder mysteries today. Ooh, spooky, because it's the Halloween season. And we're going over Sarah Boone and the Suitcase death. Murder allegedly, because she's not been sentenced. So we're going to be talking about, but the insanity of this goddamn motherfucking scenario is so insane that like I wanted to go over it before she got sentenced, and we will do a part 2 of it, going over the rest of the trial, because it should be over in the next couple of days. So, to get everybody in the murderous mood, besides the intro songs that I started, let's listen to this right quick. And we'll bring in our guests, co-hosts and guests. This is called Portrait of Homicide. And I photo bombed the birthday party for the drummer of Dawn of Ashes birthday party at Milk Bar in Denver. And the only photo that got put into the press, I fucking got in on. So there's like 8 really, really famous people. I know industrial music isn't famous people, but there was only like famous band of people that were in this photo. And I like went in between the drummer for Dawn of Ashes and the bassist for some other band. And the drummer just looks over. Dude, we were all 5 sheets to the wind. He looks over and goes, "Who the fuck are you?" And then looks up, and we all take a photo together. And like 8 people are about ready to kick my ass. And my homegirl runs up, no, that's Slim, that's the sword swallower guy, blah blah blah. And then they're like, "Whoa, yeah, here!" And we all started doing shots together. It was so fucking hilarious. You know what? Screw it. I'm just going to bring in everybody so that everybody's here. Let's bring in our co-host, and that's all.
Some people without brains do an awful lot of talking, don't they?
Yes, I guess you're right.
And there is our brainless. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing good. I had a good nap. So, well, I don't know, 4.5 hours. Can you call that a nap?
That's an over nap. I was gonna say siesta, but siesta is only like an hour or something, right? Anyways, well, I'm glad that you're here. No, and we're glad that you took the rest, because now you're gonna be able to be involved in all the crazy shit that you're gonna see, because you're gonna need the energy to watch this. So let's go ahead and bring in our doggo, and then we'll say hello to this on my chest, and then we'll watch this right quick, and then we'll get into the substance of what I have for us today, which is insanity. Like, we had to do this because of all the crazy stuff that's being involved. So let's go ahead and bring in our...
If you don't mind, Mr. Tuck, I'll wind up your action.
That would please me very much. And you may call me Tick-Tock.
Why weren't you turned to stone, just like everybody else?
Because I am not alive, and never will be, thank goodness.
How are y'all doing?
Yeah, doing good.
I'm good.
Make it tonight. But,
So far, so good.
yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I feel like this is a flip of a coin. If we're going to feel better after this stream, or if we're going to feel worse about humanity after this stream, because this shit is insane. If you've not followed this, so as our icebreaker for today, I know most of the people that have produced the music that you're hearing before you, and my friend's record label is the one that produced this music. I used to be very, very involved in the goth industrial scene years ago, and I'm going to be getting back into it. I have 3 promoters and producers that I'm going to start working with again to do certain shows. So I will hopefully getting my old ass back into the music scene, a fetish scene, and other scenes in the future. Even if I have to pull out a walker or a goddamn wheelchair at some point in time to keep doing them. But we have a bunch of stuff that's going to be coming up in the future that you all are going to be stoked on. And then hopefully I can get my arse to goddamn the Europes. So let's crack on with this right quick before we get into the insane. Not good enough. Okay, we're just gonna play a little bit more of this, and then we'll be done, and we'll say hello to the side of my chat.
Fuck the side chat.
Oh, I miss old school goth industrial. All right, so folks, let's go ahead and let's say hello to the side of my chest right quick. We have a stop the stupidity.
Hey, stupid.
We have a captive desk, a Dave.
Hey, Dave.
We have a Beccaroni. Let's see. We have an Allman.
Ollie.
Hey, you weird Canadian.
And we have a Drusilla.
Hey, Drusilla.
And we have a Demon Orb.
Orby.
A Crook.
And a Crook.
Hey, Crook report.
Oh, hello there.
Hello, hello.
Okay.
Oh. Somebody else just popped in.
Uncle Beck.
Oh,
we did back.
Hello.
Yep.
Hello, Commander.
Commander.
Nice
Hey,
to
Commander.
see you.
Yep.
Whoop, whoop.
And you missed Uncle Beck as well. What the Beck?
No, we said hello to Beck, and yep. She's been waiting. Yeah, 4 years in jail. She's been waiting. And so I believe I said that earlier, but we're going to go over this stuff over and over again because it's hard to not kind of go over this. So we're going to do is let's get through this. Is there anybody else? Okay. Hopefully if you're lurking, go ahead and let us know. We're going to do a trigger warning thing we're going to be showing you like somebody or video and audio of somebody who dies, not them dying on it, but just trigger warning. If you don't want to like hear or be distressed with some of the audio and video that's going on, please go somewhere else. Tell your friends to watch, but do not watch if you are not prepared to hear and listen to the insanity
you're not
that I
prepared
have.
for that.
Yeah. So
Well, I mean,
we're gonna and I didn't want give me just one more second, Rex.
My bad.
No, it's okay. I just wanted to say this right quick. We are going to be watching some of this stuff not over and over again on purpose, but some things give us more information through different avenues. So, again, if you don't want to talk about this subject of murder or somebody being their life taken, go somewhere else. Go have fun doing other things, but it is going to be kind of distressful. The only reason I'm doing this is because like the insanity of this goddamn motherfucking case is fucking insane. So we're going to go over video stuff. And if anybody has any questions, I do have links to articles that do fill in the gaps to certain things. So right now, let's go ahead and just play.
Well, and all the commentary, this trial is still ongoing. So all the commentary we make is allegedly. These are
alleged.
Things alleged.
Yeah.
This
is an alleged stream. Allegedly, this is a stream.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
If you look at it from a certain point of view.
So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do this. How do you spell allegedly?
A-L.
Where's that thing?
E-D. Yeah, I probably put
wait, allergically, that's definitely not it. Allergically, no, that's totally not the right word. Anyway, never mind. I'm not gonna change the goddamn thing. And okay, let's track on. But here's the beginning of the insanity.
Listen on as police first arrive to the scene. Does Sarah Boone seem genuine when she says she didn't realize keeping her boyfriend zipped up in a suitcase for hours would lead to his death?
Yeah. This morning, when I found it before you called. Yes! It's 1 o'clock right now. I was awake, but I actually got out of the bed at like 12:30ish, whatever. So I came downstairs, and I was like, oh, he's in the suitcase still. That's when I found him, and I took him out, and I tried doing CPR, and then I called him, and then I called you guys.
Did he get here before the fire department got here?
Who?
Your husband? Or your ex-husband?
Yes.
Okay. Where's he at?
Right down the street.
Okay. So you were playing and you zipped him up.
I did, but then I fell asleep.
Okay. You're okay. I wasn't here. I'm just trying to figure out what happened.
I fell asleep. I don't know if he suffocated or like had an aneurysm or a heart attack or what.
I'm gonna slow it to normal speed, but just listen to this to the end, and then. Okay, so now let's get into during the interrogation part, and we have clips of some of this, and then we'll go into the court session.
I know, like 10 minutes. 2 seconds for a lifetime, you can't breathe. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I didn't.
I'm pretty sure that we're probably going to get demonetized from this music, but listen to what she says again. This is when she's being interrogated by detectives. And obviously in the interrogation room. So she talked to the cops first, which is the first thing that we saw. And we'll go over more of that in a second. And now we're going over the interrogation that she went through with the detectives in the police station.
I know, like 10 minutes. 2 seconds for a lifetime, you can't breathe. I don't know what to tell you. Like, I didn't intentionally mean for this to happen.
Sarah, I can't fucking breathe, babe. Sarah, I can't breathe.
And this is the video that she took from her own phone. Even though she deleted it, you know how that works.
Yeah.
Right.
Yep.
It's in the cloud. So what we'll go over in a second, if we want to get through that, is how the person from AT&T or whatever came in and was like, this is how the cloud works, and here's how the data is stored, and here's the different things, and here's, we
but
can
even if you
show
delete
this
it from
thing.
your phone, it's still on there unless
No,
you
and
rewrite
yeah, if you-
something on there.
If you uncloud, and you have to uncloud it too, like unless you don't cloud.
That as well. If you also have it in the cloud, yeah.
Yeah, and most people don't realize if you have a Google account, anytime you take a photo of anything, it goes into your cloud unless you tell it to not do that. Like I have to unjam my cloud all the time because I take so many photos and have videos, and I download and I remake things with apps on my phone and blah blah blah. And so I'm always being told by cloud, do you want to pay blah 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 a year? And I'm like, no, fuck you. I'm just gonna delete everything. I don't. Anyways. She says she was, yes, definitely, and we're gonna go over that as well. But that did not come up until her recent lawyer.
And even then, you still fucking killed him like a psychopath.
Yeah, you could have moved out. There could be other things, and we're not
allegedly
downplaying her being allegedly, and we're not downplaying her being a victim. But that's why we're going over the evidence that we have here to go over, and then we'll go from there. Because again, I don't know other than. Go ahead.
Just a stupid question, but how do you get somebody in a suitcase in the first place?
They were playing hide and seek, and we'll get to that.
What?
Allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah.
So hold on. They were playing hide and seek, and they're gonna say this somewhere, and I don't remember where, but I'm gonna say this because I watched so many goddamn hours of this crap. She said that they were playing hide and seek. She went into the shower upstairs and hid there for 30 minutes, maybe an hour. Got upset that he wasn't looking for her, ran downstairs, and then pushed him and physically got him into the suitcase and zipped it up, and then beat it with a baseball bat, allegedly. And then we're getting to here. This is after all that allegedly happened, and then we're here as of right now.
Sarah, I can't breathe. That's on you.
That's on you.
You realize you're the person that killed him, right?
I thought about that.
Okay, you left him in the bag when he's begging you, saying, I can't breathe, let me out. And you said, fuck you.
Sarah.
Basically.
Fuck you.
Jesus Christ.
And you got
this shit's insane. And we're not even getting even close to the meat and potatoes of this. This is just the beginning of how insane this case is.
Couch and went upstairs and left him in that bag.
Not intentionally.
Yes, you did.
How did you not intentionally do that, you weirdo?
I would never do that to George.
You did.
I would never do what I did.
George. I never do it to him, except for that I did it to him. So now we're going to get into their text messages that she sent at some point in time before this happened. And here is them talking about how text messages work. They walk through the analysis of her phone. We don't need to watch this until we get to what we need to hear. But this is a forensic examiner that goes through her phone. So this is an FBI agent, technically. And then they go through her phone to see all the ways. And then they get to this text message that says, I'm going to do it this way and see if we can see it better. Shit. I can't see now. But anyways, the bottom of this says, text from Boone's phone. I'll get rid of him.
And who did she send that to?
A friend, her sister. I don't remember 100%. Let's see if we can actually get them to talk about this. But the forensic person talks really, really technical in a lot of technical terms, and so it's like not as easy. Like it's gonna be boring to watch. But let's see what she says right here, though.
And then there does not seem to be any intervening closing of the camera application before we get to 31113.
In that portion, I don't see that information.
And then at 11:23 p.m., 03 seconds on February 23rd, 2020, in entry 31113, a second movie is generated.
So that's when the movie was generated. It's hard for me to find 100% where she makes that text. But in between her making those videos, she texted somebody, "I'll get rid of him." And I honestly, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that
I don't remember who it was.
It's probably looks pretty good.
There's a lot of error.
I'll get rid of him.
There's a lot of error in this for no, yeah. But let's crack on to. We don't need to talk about the jury selection. Let's get into just like the most disturbing points of the.
This defendant zipped Jorge Flores shot in a suitcase. And she did this with the malicious intent.
Okay, let's get into actual, because allegedly. So now you're going to hear him in the suitcase without the music in the background, and we're going to hear this at regular speed, and we're not going to watch all of it, but we're just going to give you an idea of what happened. And I'm going to say a couple things before. I'm going to walk away for just a second so I can grab another beer, because like I definitely need one. She flipped the suitcase over on its top. So you know how like the zipper is on one side? Is that the best way to put it? You know, she literally flipped him over on it so that he was upside down after she physically put him into it. And we have proof of her physically like pushing him into it that we'll get to in a second. But just listen to him again ask for forgiveness to get out of this.
She's accused of convincing her boyfriend to get inside of a suitcase, then zipping it shut and leaving him there to die. As we follow this highly anticipated trial, we're going to recap the key moments the jury heard.
Okay, well, give me a second to get to that part. Let's see.
Fuck, man, some people are just fucked up.
Yes. Let's get into this part.
2020 in Orange County, Florida. Is a suitcase on the ground, face down, with the zippers facing the floor. You will hear, Sarah. The defendant will say, for everything you've done to me. Sarah. For everything you've done to me. Sarah. You. And then the defendant laughs. Sarah. You.
Yeah, so she goes through saying that, and then here's
what she
more
told
of
dispatchers in that call from February 25th, 2020.
What you will not hear are tears.
Yeah.
You will not hear sorrow.
Okay, yeah. Let's get more into the meat and potatoes, the more substance. Let's get past this sidebar because he talks a lot in this, and I have other things where we get into supposedly why she lied to the police.
You heard the testimony of the two neighbors, the boys that live next to you?
Yes.
And
we'll get into that in a little while if we have enough time. The boys, the neighbors that heard the fight the night before.
you heard that they were actually questioned. I think the audio, they were audio interviewed. You heard from Detective Copsel. I think it was a couple of days later on the 25th of February or 20th.
Okay, so they pretty much just said that they heard a fight.
Now, some of the time when this abuse occurred, you called the police. And other times the police were not called.
Correct.
I want to refer to you the first time, I believe, you mentioned the 911 call. I believe that was July 25th of 2018.
Okay, hopefully that's better
And,
audio for you all.
That was the incident in which Georgia kicked you in the eye.
Stomped me, yes.
Stomped you. And you had grabbed his neck.
Yes, I was able to get my arms out from him pinning me down with his knees and grab his neck.
So law enforcement.
And then when she grabbed him by the neck, she forced him into the suit. Yeah, never mind. Let's keep going.
And investigated.
Yes.
And both of you were arrested.
Correct.
Yeah, you all got drunk and beat each other up. Yep, totally.
You recall
Which again denounces her accusations that he was the aggressor and everything. I get it. Having a relationship where you beat each other up. I get there being to where there is somebody who just beats up the other person and there's not. But literally, she is admitting to beating the fuck out of him as well, and or being in situations where you've been the aggressor as well. So how do you think that it's just self-entitlement? But let's talk on a little bit more.
I mean, this whole thing.
Go ahead, Rex. Go ahead.
This is a two-way street. It wasn't one way. It wasn't him beating her or her beating him. They did it to each other. So
yeah. And she just out did it. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to say that the wrong way. But anyways, let's go ahead and get allegedly. Let's go ahead and get into her talking about what happened when she found him in the morning.
Did you check the time?
No.
Now, did you hear your phone ringing?
Yes, my phone was ringing.
And did you answer it right away?
No.
Do you know approximately how many times it rang before you answered it?
69 times. Anyways.
One of our problems is that he doesn't understand that I'm doing things around the apartment and looking for jobs and so on and so forth. So I inevitably just let it ring, and I laid in the bed, and I figured that George was downstairs either drinking or looking for jobs, or may have just left. And so eventually I decided to get out of the bed and start moving to go downstairs. I was motivated enough to go downstairs. And
does he not sleep with you next to you every single night? I'm pretty sure that he does. Otherwise, you would get pissed because you're that kind of person. So you totally knew that there was something goddamn motherfucking wrong as soon as you woke up, even if you were that drunk the night before. But anyways.
When I went downstairs, it was very quiet. So I had the understanding, I believed that he had left. And
did you check to see if where would he be looking for a job at?
Usually on the couch, he would have my son's laptop, and he and I, which we would share.
Y'all only have the son's laptop?
Correct.
Why would you call your son's laptop unless you got it from school? Because never mind.
The TV was not working at this time?
The TV was not there.
Hey, Dragon.
So you thought he would be in the living room on the laptop?
Yes.
He was not
Hey,
there?
Pet Dragon.
Yeah. Where else did you look for?
Yeah.
I looked on the back porch. I went through the front door to see if my car was there, thinking maybe he had taken my car. I checked the bathroom, and when I was checking,
You didn't notice the piece of luggage that was randomly in the middle of your fucking front living room after you came down the stairs. And if they show video, the only way for her to come down the stairs and go into there.
Didn't she herself put him in there?
Yeah. But she's claiming she was so drunk that she doesn't remember. But the way to get down from her upstairs bedroom to downstairs to go into the kitchen to be anywhere else, she had to walk past that piece of luggage. Why would you just walk past that? Wouldn't you be like, what the fuck is going on? Why the hell? Even if you didn't remember, even though there's no way she doesn't remember, but even if you didn't remember, wouldn't you be like, why is there luggage sitting in the middle of my goddamn motherfucking floor? Oh, let me move that, or inspect it. Anyways, crack on a little bit more with this.
in the bathroom, I saw the suitcase, and I remember about the night prior, and I unzipped the suitcase
Let me
and
stop you there.
She's totally as cold as
You
ice.
said you were in the bathroom when you saw the suitcase or coming out of the bathroom?
no, where our bathroom is, I would have to go to the bathroom here. And then when I turned around, I noticed the suitcase and I remembered.
How did you feel when you saw the suitcase?
That's cool.
I don't think I've ever experienced anything like that before.
Describe it to the jury.
I guess it was,
I'm sure she's probably being honest at this point, but she totally did kill him still. I mean, allegedly. Allegedly.
I was aghast and I just can't describe the feeling. It was terror to a certain degree.
I'm sorry, say that again now.
It was terror to a certain degree. I just can't describe it in words.
Okay, totally, sure. Let's go on to... We're only... Yeah, okay. She was given a plea deal.
Let's turn to our top story this morning.
She decided not to take it, so let's go into
Morning,
this.
Sarah Boone's going to be back in court next Monday after jury selection was delayed due to Hurricane Milton. Court TV's Kelly Craft is in Orlando with the latest.
Good morning, Julie. The murder trial for Sarah Boone, the woman accused of suffocating her boyfriend in a suitcase, is delayed yet again, this time because of a hurricane. The mayor of Orlando has declared a state of emergency. The judge addressed the court this morning.
Due to the potential storm and the ramifications of it.
Okay. Let's get to where they talk about the
Florida.
murder.
If it don't happen in Florida, it happens in California. I'm just telling you. It's a pattern.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. Okay, well, let's talk.
And if not there,
let's hopefully
then somewhere
find
else in
this
the USA.
PBO thing.
All USA. So. Yeah, fuck all of them.
Wait, what?
Okay,
Huh?
anyways, let's crack on with another. Oh, yeah, god damn it. Let's see about this once we get into the battered spouse.
Before introducing any kind of evidence, any kind of past bad acts. What's really interesting about this motion is it was written after the state deposed the expert for Sarah Boone. These are the forensic psychologists who are going to testify to battered spouse. And so we're learning a lot more about what she said happened that night, allegedly to the doctors, I would assume, including that she allegedly admitted to beating the suitcase with a baseball bat once George was inside of it.
Yeah, she admitted to beating it with a baseball bat.
Which is not something we knew before.
Right, Lauren, right. Let's talk more about some of these details. So I understand that he was able to poke his fingers out of a little opening in the zipper, and she has said to
and she bashed his fingers. They'll say
have hit his hand with a wooden bat in the house.
Red top,
Yes. So
that chick in the red top right there used to be a local newscaster around here, and somehow she got hired on the court TV. So, but yeah, she used to be at the local news station. So, I had a thing for her. I'm just saying.
I would totally. Never mind. All right, so let's crack on with more of this spouse defense, a battered spouse defense. But let's go with it. Which was only the newest thing after she has.
Oh yeah, you'll hear them say, BSS. That's battered spouse syndrome. It's a syndrome. So
she has kicked out 8 different lawyers that were defending her, and now luckily for her, because the judge already said, "Fuck you, bitch. We can't give you any more public defenders." This weirdo decided he wanted to be her lawyer, and he, to the best of our knowledge, he is an ambulance chaser. So let's put it that way.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Okay, so let's crack on.
apparently he chose to get in the suitcase. Again, this was a game of hide and seek. The prosecutors did suggest that perhaps Sarah misunderstood the rules of hide and seek, but he got into the suitcase. She helped zip him in. He had these fingers that were able to stick out. And at some point he began to complain that he couldn't breathe. And this enraged her because prosecutors say it reminded her of when she felt she couldn't breathe because of his behaviors. And so she flipped the suitcase over and then she hit his hands in the suitcase with a baseball bat.
Wow.
Christ.
Oh, wow. Lauren, this is brand new.
Okay. All right.
Damn. Look. Yeah, she like apparently says she snapped when she saw that, and he said he couldn't breathe. And that's when she got the baseball bat and beat the shit out of him. Okay. Fair enough.
Totally.
Allegedly.
Okay, so let's go to here. I'm going to refresh this because I do believe I have like maybe 1 or 2 more videos to go over. Man, it's like a tornado outside right now. Okay, so let's get into... I'm just going to double check. Yep. Oh, don't press that button. We're going to go ahead and get into this first, which is another part of her interrogation when she was talking with detectives.
Do I have to watch this? I continuously throw up. I don't sleep. I don't want to see it, if that's okay.
She doesn't want to watch the videos that she took of her abusing her dead boyfriend.
Why not? Why not?
Yeah.
It's just so much
not.
fun seeing you commit a crime.
Yeah.
Like, even if like she would get away with the murder, like, yeah, she's going down for quite a bit of abuse.
Yeah.
For everything you did to me. Fuck you. That's you.
Literally, she said, "That's my name. Don't wear it out." She said, "Fuck you." Anyways. Okay, let's go into... I have a little bit more to get into. Let's see.
Oh yeah, play that 44-second clip. Just be nice to me. Bitch, I ain't gotta be nothing.
Okay, we'll do this and we'll do this and then we'll go ahead and do 12 of the most recent shocking moments in it, and we'll skip through that. This is gonna be kind of a short thingy-mabobber. I'm still exhausted. I know it sounds stupid from saying that from a show that was Saturday, but then I have a show Saturday to do things, and so. But let's keep cracking on. We're gonna do this, and then once
Quickly,
actually,
what Tangle said, like, yes, it does not excuse murder. It only explains it, not excuse it.
Yeah, exactly.
Just like if you have Cobes, you know, his autism might be a reason why, but it's not an excuse why he behaves in certain ways.
Yes, and what the beck? She went through 8 lawyers, and she's on her 9th right now.
And how many of those lawyers went through her? Oh, never mind.
She was so crazy, allegedly, that they all left. But let's crack on with it.
Let everyone know who I really am, as opposed to the malicious murderer that everyone thinks that I am. I don't feel that she can do that properly. I still always, the reason why I'm here is to hope that she will come in with a gentle, softer side and actually listen to what it is that I'm saying and see the bigger picture other than what's the one avenue that she keeps going down. There's other ways to win and more than one way. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do, but I'm not saying that I'm trying to remove her. I'm just trying to ask you, please, forgive me for having to ask you for this. If you could please let her know, please, to just be nice to me.
Jesus Christ.
I just kind of, I zipped him up. We thought it was funny. And we're joking
Okay,
about
so
how
let's go part of
was,
this.
I guess, small enough to fit inside of the suitcase.
Were you trying to kill him?
Never.
Did you want to kill him?
Yes, you were.
I did not.
Did you do anything?
Okay, so I'm going to step away for just a second. And we'll watch this, and then we have other. So just give me a second, and then we'll.
We need a drink for this.
Look, if you notice her facial expressions and the way she looks at the camera and the jury when she answers the questions, those are tricks.
Yeah. She's not a kind person. There's no empathy behind any of what is going on here during this. That's the real reason her to do this is because of the insanity of how she's just not empathetic at all. She does not give a flying fuck about what's going on here. So let's go ahead. I'm going to play this. I'll be right back. I'm going to mute, and then we will talk about it as soon as I get.
To help him escape from the predicament that you zipped him up in?
They were just playing hide and seek. It was all fun and games until it wasn't. Alleged suitcase killer Sarah Boone took the stand Tuesday to tell jurors what she says happened the night she reportedly zipped her boyfriend into a suitcase and left him there to die. Boone testified it was all just a joke, so how did things take such a horrific turn? We're going to take a look back at the top moments from Sarah Boone's testimony. Welcome to Sidebar, presented by Law and Crime. I'm Jesse Weber. Hey guys, this is a law and crime legal alert. Recent studies have uncovered a link between Depo-Provera, aka the Depo shot, and an increased risk.
Okay, hold on. Now let's get past some of this and let's let her talk more, because that's what we're here for, is for the talking and not him. So let's go ahead and listen to her say this more.
Settling himself in the suitcase.
What did you do?
In my head, I said, oh man, we're obviously not going to be going to sleep anytime soon.
When you got to him, did he see you?
Yes.
All right. Tell us what happened.
I mean, I just I zipped him up. We thought it was funny. And we're joking about how he was, I guess, small enough to fit inside of the suitcase.
All right. So what happened then?
From there, it was just, we were laughing about it. And
is that what it shows on the footage from your phone or not? But anyways, keep going.
It was just
like I said,
strange that he was small enough to fit in.
Go ahead.
She'll look at the camera. She'll look at the camera and she'll look at the jury, but she does not look at the judge, because the judge in this case is not fucking around anymore. Like you said, she's been through 8 lawyers and was going to do it herself once, and this is what we ended up with. But this judge has been badass. I mean, with his instructions and his rulings and all that good shit. So
the other weird thing that I have a weird correlation with for no reason, but I feel like during her talking about him abusing her, supposedly when she was upstairs on the night of this, she didn't want to be downstairs, and he grabbed her by her long hair, which has never really been that long, and dragged her down the stairs and made her drink with him. And then she convinced him to get into the suitcase. How does that happen? That's like a weird correlation. And then all of a sudden now she got her hair like a lot shorter. I mean, I get being in like prison bitch fights, like if I'm in, you want short hair so nobody can grab onto it, but like it's just really weird. Go ahead.
Oh, I've been really, really fucked up, drunk, high, whatever. I've never crawled into a suitcase because somebody said for me to.
Well, didn't hey,
and there is more incidents later that we will be going over, and I think it's in this, and if not, we'll be going over more. Yeah, no, she supposedly manhandled him into the suitcase.
Well, okay, those two things don't jive. If he's strong enough to grab her by her hair and drag her down the steps, but she's strong enough to manhandle him and put him in the suitcase.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's not logical.
No, and
that's they put anything in his blood, like drugs or alcohol?
Oh, they were both drunk as fuck. Yeah.
And even if she did drug him, that still is not a reason to put
no. Like I'm thinking, like if he was able to drag her around by her hair, and then she was able to push him into a suitcase, like
I don't know, she might have roofied it. We don't know.
Well, the other thing is,
but that would show up in his blood, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
I don't have a way to show you all this, but the more research that I did, homie is built like me. She is built like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Let's put it that way.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, so he would never be able to drag her around.
No, exactly. That's what I'm getting at. Like, no, she is the Neanderthal in the fucking relationship,
Hey,
and
don't
he is the
insult
twink,
Neanderthals.
and he's the twink. Okay, let's say the butch dyke,
the butch
and then
bitch.
he's the twink. He's the twink. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what was really going on here.
Well, I mean, and if you look at her face, I hate picking on the way people look, but I see a grouper fish when I look her in the face. I mean, I just do. Yeah. Sorry. Like some Admiral Akbar shit. Yeah.
Exactly. And especially her under chin. But let's talk about that later.
And then I kind of moved it around a little bit with him in the suitcase still. It was still funny that he was still in the suitcase. Just, I think he and I were just kind of couldn't believe that he could fit in the suitcase.
Did you eventually?
So why would you leave him in there, you dumb cunt? Like literally, if any time I was playing with somebody and like I actually had people put me inside of closed spaces because I was trying to do an escapism act at some point in time. Yeah, no, I am not gonna get inside of a motherfucking goddamn thing unless
this went from let's see how if you fit in there. Oh no, it went from him dragging her by her hair to them. Let's see if you fit in a suitcase. To beating the shit out of him with a bat while he's in that suitcase and leaving him in there to die.
Yeah. So once again, there is admission by her.
And then I'm gonna pull up Megan's thing again. Her math, not mathing. Might be mething. Oh yeah, allegedly. Yeah, let's keep that one up. Let's keep that one up there.
Okay, sure. Let's just keep. But anyways, let's press on to listen to her because she does say that later in just a second, and we'll see how far we get into this. Because, yeah,
it's a fucking long and winding road. Yeah, it's a long and winding road down this trial, man. And the shit that happened.
That's why we're already going over it, and it's not even done yet. That's why it could not.
We're not even started. We're not even really started. But you ain't gonna lock me in nothing that I can't Houdini my way out of. Okay, it's just not gonna happen. I'm highly claustrophobic. So
the only reason I let people put me inside of trunks and other small spaces and locking it was because I trusted those motherfuckers with my life, and I knew they had the same on me, right? Being performers in brotherhood, technically, or sisterhood, you know, there's certain people in your life when you work on
with their
certain
sisterhood.
projects. That you're like, okay, I trust you enough to.
If I start screaming, I can't fucking breathe. Yeah.
You're gonna let me fuck out. Yeah, when we don't need safe words at that point, it's literally we're testing something. If I start showing distress,
you're not doing shit like this. You're not doing shit like that with somebody you've been fighting with, like especially not somebody that you've been fighting with the same fucking day.
Hey, look. Granted, they were both fucking mean as hell. She still is, and they're both fucking nuts. And you know, somebody lost the fight, allegedly.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so let's get into the neighbors on the stand a little bit. And then we'll get into a little bit more, and then we'll be done for tonight. But don't leave yet.
So you're going to be seated.
We still got stuff
After
to
you're
do.
seated, if you can state and spell your name for the record for us.
Vincent Battaglia, VI.
Any roommates?
Yeah.
In fact, did you ever go over to their home?
Yeah, like a couple times.
What time?
It was pretty late. I can't remember the exact time, but it was definitely anywhere between like midnight to 2 a.m.
So this is when they heard a lot of commotion, and he'll let you he'll say this, but this is the night of, and he said 12 to 2 a.m. is when the commotion happened.
like right around there.
And do you remember how much before the date when the police called that this occurred?
A few months, like probably 4 to 5 months before that.
So 4 or 5 months before February.
Okay, so 4 or 5 months before they already started hearing disturbances as their neighbors.
Of 2020.
Yeah.
2020.
And when she approached you
And this was 4 years ago that this happened.
on this late evening / early morning on that day, what did she tell you?
Pretty much just kind of like if I do hear anything like doodle walls or whatever that's out back, just kind of keep my mouth shut, like don't really speak about it or anything like that or say anything to anyone. And I just was like, okay.
Did she make any motion?
So that's Sarah that told them this a couple months before this incident.
With her hands?
Yeah, like just kind of like, finger over the lips, like kind of like keep it hush, like that kind of thing.
So she told you not to report anything you may have heard about arguments or yelling or fighting, anything going on over there.
Yeah.
Oh my God, this looks
Do you
fucking
recall
good
the
for her. This
No.
looks fucking
No.
amazing for her, man. Holy shit.
Well, I mean,
Yeah,
I don't know if dude is just nervous because he keeps swiveling back and forth in his chair and rocking a little bit. I mean, if he was leaning forward, that would be more of a tell, but he just might be nervous.
I feel like he might have had sex with her. I feel like he accidentally fucked her once, and allegedly, and then now he's very nervous that somebody's gonna find out he fucked the crazy bitch on the block. You know what I'm saying? Like I've been there, done that. Allegedly.
Hey, I fucked a lot of crazy.
No, Slim, for you, it's not allegedly.
Yeah,
We know
you're right.
You like fucking crazy.
I fucked all the crazy bitches. If you're crazy, I fucked you. No, I'm just kidding.
That's right. It ain't allegedly for me either, so okay.
Yeah,
I'll shut up.
Yeah, as long as they are expelled from the mental institute or the insane asylum, it's legal. Never mind. Let's keep going on.
Hey, legal is legal, right? Slim, if it's legal, it's legal.
Yeah.
And conjugal visits are legal as well with all the. Never mind. We'll talk about that later with shit business.
We'll do that on Discord.
Yeah, totally.
February 23rd, 2020.
I do, yeah.
And what about that evening sticks out to you?
That sticks out to me from that night was literally just there was a very, very loud noise that I heard that was loud and powerful enough to shake my bedroom wall. And I remember that because I was sitting on my bed on FaceTime with my girlfriend at the time, and I literally felt the wall shake and it stopped me mid-conversation. And she even asked me through the computer, like, what was that? And I was like, I have no idea.
Did you hear any yelling coming from their apartment on that night?
Before that, yeah, like it was just arguing kind of stuff.
You should ask my ex about that.
What was the last thing you heard?
The last thing I heard was like the loud noise and just a little bit of shuffling, and that was kind of it. It just kind of went silent after that.
Did you hear anything that was being said?
Not clearly, and it was never really anything clear. It was just like you could hear arguing back and forth, just kind of like and kind of like an I hate you, like it's whatever it is, whatever the argument was about, kind of thing.
Yeah, and then he says pretty much the same thing. Let's get into the other brother, and let's listen to what he says that he heard.
I moved into the apartment next door to her when I was in college.
And so when was that you were in college?
I would have moved down here in 2019 and would have been there until like 2021.
So she was your neighbor.
And again, now this is 2020 because it's 4 years ago. So he was there for a couple months.
At Tealwood Apartments, is that correct?
Yeah, it would have been Tealwood back then, yeah.
And did you have any roommates back then?
Yes, I was rooming with Vincent Battaglia.
And during that time, what were you doing?
Like,
as far as work and school?
Okay, I'm going to get forward to where he talks about what happened.
Evening of February 23rd.
There we go.
2020.
Yes, sir.
And on that evening, could you hear arguing going on in their unit?
Not late into the evening, earlier into the evening, probably like 7, 8 o'clock. That evening, probably like earlier on, I could hear arguing.
And where were you inside of your apartment?
I would have been in my bedroom pretty much all night.
And your bedroom, just so that we can paint the picture.
By myself. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Allegedly, and I'm just kidding. Let's keep going.
Oh, where would
Yeah,
that?
Fappin,
Would it
yeah.
have been on the first floor or the second floor?
We had a first floor apartment.
Okay, so all the units were, or all the bedrooms were on the first floor.
Yeah, like I was saying before, we had a 1-story apartment, and then they next door had like a 2-story townhouse. So we only had the 1 floor.
Understood.
Interesting hair, homie. I love it, but it's a very interesting way to keep your hair. But let's crack on.
And at a certain point in the evening, did you hear a loud crashing sound?
Yeah, probably around 10:30, 11 o'clock that evening.
And can you describe that sound for us in more detail?
I mean, yeah, literally, like I said, at like 10:30, 11 o'clock, it's the way their staircase was set up. I could, my bedroom, the top of their staircase would have been like above my ceiling, and it ends next to where like my roommate's apartment was. So I could hear something start above me super loud and then fall.
Holy
away.
fuck. Did she throw him up of the stairs in the suitcase?
Yep.
She did a
Looks like, isn't it?
she did a Hadouken and just knocked his ass right down the steps. Yep.
Yeah, no, she literally zipped him up.
Motherfuck.
Yeah, so
that bitch is fucking cuckoo.
I don't know if we're gonna get into this, and we probably won't hear, and we maybe next time. There was a closet upstairs next to the staircase that went from the top floor to the bottom. And actually, it was not just a straight staircase. There was the staircase actually goes this way.
Oh yeah,
but you know,
like
and then go.
turn. Yeah.
Yep. That's actually how their staircase goes. Once again, they may not talk about this here. I've watched so much about this goddamn case. It's insane.
Just a question for everybody.
Yes.
Can you fucking imagine the fear that dude must have had in his last moments?
Dude.
Holy
of course.
mother
Yeah.
fuck.
It's almost like
even if he was an abusive piece of shit. Even if he was an
exactly,
abusive
Timmy.
piece of
No, I
shit,
know, yeah.
like,
and we don't have enough.
like shoot him in the face or whatever, but like this kind of torture, hell fucking no.
So
Holy
she zipped
fucking shit.
To the best of our knowledge,
that's in my mind. Like, how the fuck would he have felt inside that suitcase?
Yeah. So allegedly, she zipped him up in the suitcase on the second story and pushed him down the stairs. And when we watch a video of that, which I don't know if we're going to get to that again here, and we definitely will later, is the suitcase is upside down right in front of the stairs that go that way. You know what I'm saying? Like she's literally taking video of the stairs. She just kicked him down and then flipped him over, which would have been right next to the staircase. Like she literally didn't even move him after. Like the evidence is allegedly
her leaving him in there, could that have been like her first, like being like, I'm gonna make him sorry, and like at the end thinking like, yeah, but if he gets out and he tells anybody, I'm going to jail, so let's just have him night so he can't tell anybody what fucking shit I've done.
I don't know 100%, but she did bash his fingers in when he tried to undo the zipper at one point that she admits to. So anyways.
Yes.
Well, no, okay. So here it is. It's not 100% called suffocation. It is from your body being put in a certain position. It's called something else from you dying from being in that position. It's not 100%. It's not 100% you not being able to breathe. It's like non-circulation that kills you as well. So there's.
Well, yeah. I mean,
that I don't. Go ahead.
He was folded in half when she put him in there. I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, so
Yeah.
you can only stay like that for so long in a confined little space like that, and
Yeah. No. There's. Well, maybe it was that, and Beck, if you did look that up, then thank you. But it's something like that. It's not just blah blah blah. It is. Yeah, it can happen to contortionists. Yeah, no, I've gotten fucked up by doing contortionist acts, trying to fit myself in certain things. When you like get out of it, you're like, whoo, I felt like I was about ready to die, dude. Oh my Jesus. Because
yesterday we had such a fucking fun stream, and yeah, holy fuck.
And then what? Anyways, let's
now this fucking stream, like, holy shit, man, this is
day and night, isn't it?
This is fucking intense.
That's
like
what she
it's
said.
like yesterday, I was paying attention to the stream, but like for this, I was like, I need a game, because if I'm focusing on this too much, I'm gonna go fucking crazy. And let's just say I'm happy I already had like 4 hours of sleep.
And
I'm not sure if I'm gonna sleep.
His tone changed.
Let's see if we get to where she admits to hitting him with a baseball bat.
Yes, back. We know you know some shit.
Were you in fear?
Always.
If he would have gotten out of the suitcase, what would he have done to you?
Like he used to tell me, he probably would have made me unrecognizable, or I would have lost my life.
But you put him in there, so you already
fuck
knew that
no,
before you
fuck
put him
no.
in there.
Like, bitch, you from what I see, you're almost twice his size. Like, he could not have fucked you up that badly.
No, and
like
we have a little
look
bit
the way
of,
she's look at the way she's looking. Like she there is nothing behind those eyes.
No,
just
we do
fucking hate.
There is a small amount of evidence that she was bruised the night before, but I don't know how many days that was before that happened, but it doesn't matter.
But still, that doesn't not give you the fucking right
to take somebody's life. Totally. You could have just told homie to, change the locks and never let him back in. I mean, that's the easiest way to prevent this bullshit. But let's track on a little bit more with this.
Did you lose the grip on the suitcase?
Yes.
Where was the bat in relation to the suitcase?
It was leaning up against the dining room table, right there.
How far was the bat from the suitcase?
3 feet, 2 feet.
Was his hand still out of the suitcase?
And then what did you do?
Yes.
And was he getting out of the suitcase?
He very much was trying, yes.
And so what did you do?
For the split-second reaction that I had, I happened to see that, and I grabbed the baseball bat and was trying to poke his hand to go back in, to please don't break through, please.
Poke. Yeah.
She's so fucking shifty-eyed and shady.
Yeah.
I mean, just watch her face. That's all you got to do is watch her face.
It's not what she's saying, it's how she's saying.
Well, not just that, but what does she just do? She said that she took, even if he is an abuser, that's not how you need to take it to the law, right? She took this person, lover, whatever, put them in a suitcase, flipped them over upside down after dropping them down a staircase. Then they tried to get out by using the only method they can figure out. And I mean that literally in this goddamn motherfucking case. Tried to get out. And then she beat him with a bat to keep him inside.
as soon
No,
as
she poked him. She gently poked him to push his fingers back.
Yeah, that's how that's it goes. Poking, totally, completely.
That's
No,
how that works.
and
Hey,
then
hey, Priscilla, speaking of poking, hey, wink, wink, nudge, nudge. Never mind.
but anyways, go ahead right quick, Rex, and then I'll crack on.
Oh yeah, because that's how that shit works all the time. I just poke somebody with a baseball bat. I don't fucking hit them with it. Yeah.
Yeah,
Just like you poke, just like when you're playing baseball, you poke the ball, right? With the
it's like pool, kind of. Yeah.
What every single time I'm interested in a woman at the bar, I take my baseball bat and I just poke her with it. Yeah. No, that's not a thing. That's not a thing, god damn it. So anyways, so let's let her dig her hole deeper and deeper, which is this is what you do to somebody you want to kill. Like, honestly, she's literally just building the case to how she's a murderer.
So I hit
allegedly
his hand.
Did you hit the outside part of his hand?
Yes.
We've seen the photographs of his left hand. Did you cause the bruising there?
I'm guessing yes.
Now, you've seen the bat. It's a youth bat.
Yes, I bought it for my son.
Is this
Can you imagine having her as a mom?
the bat you used?
Yes.
And you said you poked him with it?
Yes, I kind of pushed, like I held it with the skinny part here and then
So grip here.
brought it at it. Yes.
You grabbed.
You bought it for your son. Why the hell was it right next to the kitchen table, you weirdo?
You grabbed it with both hands here.
Yes.
And then the barrel of the bat, the big part of the bat is here.
Correct.
And you thrusted it into the different areas of the suitcase?
I started with his hand in his hand. He was still trying to get out. He was still trying to do that. So I started to push on the suitcase around it, hoping to have his hand retract and go back inside.
And why would you need him to do that or want him to do that if you were letting him escape? You literally are causing him to not be able to escape the death trap that he is in, you cunt.
See,
allegedly. Anyways,
this shit goes all over
yeah.
the place. I mean,
I know it's crazy. That's why we're going over this.
Well, there'll be a verdict probably Monday or Tuesday. Probably.
Yeah, no, it's not going to go on very much longer, but I wanted to do this before that because we're going to do a part 2 of this as soon as
the bird.
She's a moron. I'm a mom.
A
Yeah, sure.
moron.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, let's crack on just a little bit more with this. And you see how many times she's blinking and how like uncomfortable she is, and she's like rocking her chair or moving it back and forth and other
Oh,
things.
that she's uncomfortable. I kind of understand that.
Oh
but
yeah.
still.
Oh yeah, no, totally. She's totally fucking like, God damn it, I'm fucking caught, but I'm gonna try my hardest to get out of this, just like all the other serial killers that normally do this, unless they're that insane. Like Charles Manson and a couple other people, they're like, oh, I got this down, and they're not nervous because they're so fucking psychopathic, like Trump is. Anyways, let's crack on.
Well, you said serial killers, and I was like Ed Gein. He fucking made a couch cover out of his mother's skin. And we kill people and make lampshades and shit. Yeah, they loosely based the Texas Chainsaw Massacre on Ed Gein.
But they're so psychopathic that they're like,
they
no,
don't
how am I? God, Satan is gonna make it so that I'm gonna make it so I don't go in. Anyways, let's
crack on. I didn't do anything wrong.
Your murders are fucking weird.
You made those injuries.
It's not just us, but we'll pretend that.
We'll talk about that.
Because there's a bunch
Most
of like
these fucking
Swedish
stories come from
Satanists.
America, dude. Most of these stories come from America.
But there are weird Swedish and other
Hey, I've been
death
to
metal cults that we might go over in the near future that I'm doing more and more research on to try to figure out how I want to go about it.
Hey, look, I've been to Asia. There's some weird motherfuckers over there too.
And that too.
Yeah.
But I would rather go over the Swedish than African.
Well, do you remember that sarin gas attack on the subway in Japan way back?
Yeah, no, and there's that
they're crazy
it
like
wasn't
that.
just one. It wasn't
Yeah,
just
well-
one. It was that one cult that dude that started. I know, no, we're gonna go over that.
We'll get there. We'll get
Totally.
there.
Yeah, no, I
It
know we were
happens all
talking
over the
about.
world. It happens.
I don't remember
all-
what's the name of their cult.
I don't know. I'd have to go look it up.
The one world, the underworld, the one under the sun, the
I think it had sun in it.
was something like that. It was right. So it
Doesn't
was something-
don't all those Asian groups have?
not always, not always, not always, but it was something like that. And like they made the sarin gas they put in the subways like 3 times and blah blah blah. And we'll go over it again. But let's listen to this twat a little bit more.
People are fucking crazy.
We've seen the photographs.
Yes.
Yes, you humans are fucking weird.
We see the bruising. Is that from that bat?
Yes.
Eventually, did his hand go back inside from you doing?
Yes. Finally, he had subsided and retracted his hand.
So in your mind, did you prevent him from
I'm not
attacking?
sure if that's
Absolutely. Split-second decision.
Now, once he retracted his hand, do you remember zipping it up some, or what did you do in relation? Because he was upside down, was he not? At that point.
Yes.
At some point, you flipped him back up.
I did.
Tell how that happened.
And the Moonies too. We're gonna be able. We're gonna go over them, and there's the other like Texas fucking like AK-47 things, and I think it's almost the Moonies. But anyways, we'll go over those things.
Okay.
He wasn't
I'll say.
cursing. He wasn't threatening.
One yes, in the near future. Once we get past October, we'll go over a bunch of crazy shite.
His hand was inside foremost. There was no more of him trying to break through the suitcase. So I felt safe enough to turn it back over. It wasn't.
That's what she said.
It wasn't
last
happening
night.
anymore.
Wait, what?
You went back to the video and the couch.
She's just word salading it. That's pretty much what she said. So let's listen to it a little bit again, and then we'll go from there.
Tell how that happened.
He wasn't cursing. He wasn't threatening. His hand was inside foremost. There was no more of him trying to break through the suitcase.
So he wasn't being threatening. He was just trying to get out of it. But then this happened.
So I felt safe enough to turn it back over. It wasn't happening anymore.
Because he was dead.
You went back
Alleged.
to the video and the couch.
He wasn't dead at that time. She's just lying, and she does.
Oh, sure.
Whatever.
Look, this
But,
reminds me. Well, this reminds me of that scene from The Shining when Jack Nicholson is cutting through the bathroom door, and what's her name did she have a butcher knife or a bat? No, she had a butcher knife.
I was thinking butcher.
Yeah, Jack had the bat on the stairs, and she snatched it from, smacked him in the face. Yeah, okay. And he fell down the stairs. Huh. Fair enough. Okay, sorry, I'll shut up.
Fair enough. To be fair. Anyways, so let's go a little bit more with this, and let's hear what
I did, yes.
And we saw the second video,
Yes.
the 22-second, and he's right side up again.
Yes.
And you hear him say, Sarah,
Yes.
had you left enough room for him to get out? Zipper to zipper.
Yes. That's how his hand was trying.
That suitcase has 2 zippers, doesn't it? And they meet at various places along the line.
Correct.
How much room?
Okay, I want to go over this just a little bit. Excuse me, pardon me if I burped.
Oh, fair enough.
So the
In
cause
your
of death,
ear.
which I put on the death certificate, is positional asphyxia with environmental
So it's
positional.
let her say it because I can't
See,
say this.
there you
right. So
go.
listen,
Hey, look.
this is how
Positional asphyxia. So you
positional
folded,
asphyxia. There we go. Okay.
so you folded him in half and put his knees on his in his face and his feet on his ass and zipped him up in the suitcase, allegedly, and he suffocated.
Allegedly.
Yeah, and he suffocated from
Yeah.
being in that.
Yeah. Yeah, and that's the whole thing. So let's just go let her talk about this a little bit more because it does actually explain some of the beatings that he got from the bat as well. But we're only going to go over a little bit of this. We're not.
2 more seconds. We were asking what his toxic report was in his blood, and maybe she says something about that. I don't know. I don't remember.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. So let's go a little bit into this.
So the cause of death, which I put on the death certificate, is positional asphyxia with environmental suffocation. And the manner of death was I classified as homicide.
Environmental asphyxia.
Well, he was zipped up in the suitcase. Yeah, it's not like he was laying like
that makes
on the
sense.
bed. Yeah.
Because that's nature. Everybody just sleeps in a goddamn motherfucking.
She does look a bit off. But if that's her specialty.
Well, I mean, I know you
That's
got to
her
be a little
specialty.
nut
Kind of
to make that
person.
your specialty. Yeah. So.
Yeah, well, no, if you study all of the people that I dated who were in the death industry were not normals. Let's just put it that way. Okay,
Yes, you are. You're normal as fuck.
No, just keep going. Let's just keep going.
The time that you begin
push through.
that examination.
It's incredibly variable. I can have a lot of background information. Sometimes I have none. It just depends on the particular case.
In this case, what information were you provided at the time?
So the information I had was that the decedent was with his girlfriend, and at some point in time in the night, he got into a suitcase, which was then zippered shut. At another point at time, I believe she went to bed, and then the next morning discovered that he was still in a suitcase. And I think that was in about an 11-hour time frame from the information that I had.
You mentioned asphyxia. Can you explain for us what asphyxia is?
Okay, I'm
Sure, so
going to try
asphyxia
to
is a very
forward to
just that we're going to
see if
see
there's
happen more quickly.
something that explains more, because I think that most of us understand what's going on in that case. Like we're not that dumb. I mean, I know we're all dumb here.
Yeah.
But
in a warm environment.
No, we're just fucking crazy. We're not stupid. We're crazy.
That's
we're
what
not,
I always say.
Yeah.
I'm crazy. I'm not
Drowning.
stupid.
If you drown, that's a form of asphyxia. He did not drown. He got folded into a goddamn accordion and stuffed into and stuffed into a suitcase. That's not drowning.
Allegedly.
No, and when you turn the human body over and put them in that position, it's also death as well, because the human body can only breathe and not asphyxiate in certain ways, right? So, I mean, you cannot put yourself in certain positions and not die from choking yourself out. I mean, that is totally a thing, and we've had that experience throughout the beginning.
You breathe in oxygen, you breathe out carbon dioxide, monoxide, no, dioxide.
Yeah, sure,
And,
whatever.
when that builds up and you ain't got no more oxygen, you're going to asphyxiate.
Yeah, or if you put somebody in a position to where they will choke themselves out with mucus running into a certain place in certain temperatures and blah, blah, blah. There are so many ways to kill a person by putting them in certain situations for long enough. That's why people die. Not that they're in a situation. It is because they're put in a situation that is for so prolonged that their body can't revive itself from that while being in that position. Because you can walk through the Antarctic in weird, crazy ways, right? But if you stop or you do weird things like spin yourself around for hours straight, you're gonna die. That's the thing that you do when you're torturing somebody. Right? Okay, anyways, let's track on just a little bit more, and then I think we're almost done for today.
Is engaged in a physical or violent struggle, those changes are going to occur more rapidly. And then it also depends on the person themselves. You know,
and that's the other thing, exacerbating conditions.
Masturbating.
You know, you spank somebody's ass way too much without cooling them down afterward. Now you're exacerbating that. So it's conditional stuff as well, right? That's what they're talking about.
Their relative health, those things can all impact the changes that we see after death.
How does skin slippage and rigor mortis inform your findings about how long George Torres was likely in that suitcase?
So again, you know, the time frame that I had was about 11 hours, just from the last time that he was known to be in the suitcase versus the time that he was found. So I'm basing it off of that.
Luckily for her, they found the body hours. A handful, or maybe a couple more, maybe 10 hours before he died. So it was not a long process, luckily for her. Go ahead, dog.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought I heard you, dog. But anyways, go ahead, Rex.
Wasn't me. I think it was Rex.
Go ahead, Rex.
Oh, well, thank you. Imagine how hot it got inside that suitcase. Too. I mean, never mind you're running out of air and shit, and you're folded in there like a pretzel, like Brainy said. But imagine the heat. It would be like, yeah, in an oven almost.
Yeah, no, totally.
Oh, fuck. Oh.
And your body would just do that to itself as well. Totally.
Yep.
It would be like cooking a pizza inside of an oven. Hey, D.
Oh,
yes.
And like, you know, like it made my skin crawl when she just said the skin slippage.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
You know he did not look coming out the way he looked going in when he came out.
Of course.
If they're talking about skin slippage, you know.
Oh, exactly.
Fuck. Ugh.
So let's get into this part of it.
One of the reasons that I think that he was in that suitcase for a little bit longer, most likely that was a pressure point where part of that suitcase was resting on his elbow in that area. And then after death, that tissue dries out, and that's the discoloration that you're seeing there.
That is from hours of him being pressed up against part of the suitcase while he was compressed into it.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I can handle most horror movie blood, guts, and gore, but sometimes real life shit gets to me. And I'm just like, what the actual
No,
fuck?
I know. I'm on
but
I'm
like,
on the
it's
same
because
page with you. So
it's not the thing, but like you're realizing somebody went through that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A real person went through that.
It wasn't just
Yeah.
make believe, motherfuckers.
Yeah.
This is real.
It's also like mental things that happen in movies to people hit me harder than like their head getting cut off.
Oh yeah, sometimes.
Exactly.
And like also like that in real life that also wouldn't be that big of a deal. Like if somebody dies quickly, they don't fucking suffer. Then it doesn't matter if they explode into a million pieces, you know?
Okay, well,
it's done. They don't know about it. But then
Let's
again,
check on-
if there's people around, like but this was such a fucking long process for the dude. Like holy motherfuck.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's go on. They won't even show this on Law and Crime.
So this is the left shoulder and arm. So you can see this kind of red to purple area. So this is all ecdymosis, and then a couple of linear abrasions.
They're not even showing it on this channel because it's so insane, or there's so much trauma to it.
Yeah,
So,
they had to wait. And I'm glad. I'm glad for that.
Yeah. No, me too.
Yeah.
So we're
we
going
still
to
have
end
to
it
sleep
there.
tonight.
Yeah.
Yes. And so we're going to end it there because that's all the information that we have so far, and that I want to allegedly put out in front of everybody. So thank you all for being here. Once again, please subscribe,
Thanks
like.
for torturing us.
Yes, thank you
Oh,
for
man.
watching and rewatch and or watch other streams in the past to help us get things. I would like to get to 800 subs. Yes, and so once we get done with this, please comment. So like, subscribe. If you're not subscribed, supposedly
Have a nice wank or
YouTube
flick.
tells us that most people aren't subscribed. I'm pretty sure most of you are, but please make sure and double check that you are subscribed and that you have on the bell notification that tells you all when we do a stream. So thank you all very much. Tomorrow is going to be the Pip and Bruni. So
I'm not sure. I don't actually think she's going to, because but I don't know. I believe
Okay,
it
we'll
was
figure
on
it.
your
We'll figure it
Discord.
out.
Like
We'll figure it
her
out.
daughter came in on her account and saying she
Okay.
wasn't doing well. So
Okay.
just keep an eye out on her Discord, our Discord.
Okay, and we'll figure it out.
Her channel.
Saturday, I will be.
Otherwise, maybe I could set up cards or
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. We'll see.
Yes, I that was the word I was looking for.
Yes, Saturday I will be performing at Breckenridge Brewery with Kat, and we will be doing all kinds of fun stuff for that. And then Sunday, I don't know, and then Monday we have the Donner Party that we're going to be going over, because I know a lot of people that are not in the Americas don't know what the Donner Party is.
No, what is that shit?
A handful of people that did not make it, and cannibalism happened. Let's put it that way. That's the only thing I'm warned about.
Okay.
And
was they just caught in the past? I can't remember. We'll get to it.
And like,
I'll look it up.
I actually
just a little, because I said, like, I mentioned I saw your TikTok thingy about the show you're doing on Saturday. Al is putting out quite a bit of music, and he is also putting that on TikTok. So if people want to check that out, I put his link in the side chat. Like,
sure, there we go.
Like, and he makes some funny shit. He makes some funny songs.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, we'll just end on that.
Gotta
All right,
chill sometimes.
Thank you. All right. Let everybody say, we're getting the fuck out of here. And bye.
Night, Priscilla. Prosper.